Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and we're going to talk about Superman, but we're not really going to talk about Superman. We're going to talk about his cousin, Supergirl, Kara Zor-El, because apparently that little, maybe a 30-second cameo of her is going to be what we're going to see in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, that they're trying to retitle Supergirl, when it's just like, no, it's not Supergirl, it's Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. You literally base this version of Supergirl off of the stupid ass Tom King run that nobody asked for, that was horse shit to begin with. Like, no, absolutely not. We're not about to sit up here and retitle the movie Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Just Supergirl. No, this shit sucks. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it is based on True Grit. So Tom King wrote a Supergirl story using True Grit, right? But used the character of Supergirl to tell the story. And my thing is, if this is the first time you're seeing Supergirl and you never knew who she was, why the first time when you're seeing Supergirl is that she's a drunk party girl? Like, this shit makes you worry for, like, the interpretations of characters, because a lot of y'all, because recently I'm just running into a lot of y'all, well, I don't read Superman, I don't read Supergirl, but I know what Man of Steel did from Zack Snyder wasn't Superman, and stuff like that. Whoa, time out, flag on the play, bitch. A lot of y'all gotta stop telling people that y'all don't read comics and then trying to talk and defend comics. That doesn't make any sense. You can't tell me what I don't know about Man of Steel or what is accurate to Superman when you just said you don't read Superman. Hell, I got one guy over here telling me, I don't like Supergirl, but I'm excited for Supergirl. And I said, okay, well, this Supergirl is based off of Woman of Tomorrow. You should read it. Nah, I'm not going to read it because I don't really like Supergirl, though. Well, wait. So this is the best version of Supergirl you've seen, though. But you don't like Supergirl, but you're going to go see the movie, but you don't want to read the comic books about the character to learn about Supergirl. Am I missing something here? Because, no offense, 6 seasons, we had a show called, I don't know, Supergirl. The fact that a lot of y'all bitches is sitting up here trying to be like, oh, I'm excited, but none of y'all really brought Woman of Tomorrow. Stop with the bullshit. Woman of Tomorrow is a horrible ass story. It makes no sense. Oh, Supergirl gonna go to a red sun and throw and party because, reasons. Like, that's dumb. That is real stupid for her to be a drunken bitch. And she called her cousin a bitch. Supergirl is very arrogant about certain things, but she is nothing like that. That's some shit that Tom King did to her, and you see they retroactively retcon that shit out. They don't even touch Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow in the continuity of DC. And that look and design was trying to during Dark Crisis on Infinite Earth, but people were like, absolutely not, no, because it's dumb. It is a dumb take. And then some people are like, this is the best Supergirl story ever. Oh, how would you know that? You just admitted that you do not read Supergirl comics. Because honestly, some of the best Supergirl stories, it ain't Woman of Tomorrow. I can tell you it's Batman, Superman, Supergirl. It's the first volume of Michael Turner and them reintroduction of Supergirl, Kara Zor-El. That's a good one. The Dark Supergirl arc, Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes. That's another one. Supergirl Mirrored, which is a story about her dealing with Bizarro Supergirl, or what was it? I forgot what the name of that storyline, where it was her and Power Girl teaming up to be Flamebird and Nightbird. Flamebird and Nightwing in the city of Kandor. That's a good story. Like, be so serious right now. Like, be so serious right now when y'all say that's the best Supergirl story. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because it took something familiar that you were already aware of and put Supergirl in it, and then you were like, oh my God, this is amazing. But no, it's really not. When you really sit down and think about who Supergirl is as a character and what this story is, it's not. And having her show up drunk, and then y'all talking about it's the most comic book movie ever. No, actually it's not. It's not. There's so much wrong with Superman. Again, and honestly, it makes me worry for the future, honestly. Because if all y'all going online and are saying that this is amazing because it gave you colors and fun, pick up, I really want y'all to really pick up comic books, because a lot of y'all do not pick up comic books, but y'all constantly talk about how someone's wrong about the interpretation of characters. Like the fact that a lot of y'all keep talking about Zack Snyder and how wrong he was, but most of y'all will not pick up a comic book, but he has. And then y'all are like, oh, well, this is like the gold and silver age. Most of you bitches weren't even around to read it. So what are you talking about? But Zack picked other versions of Superman that y'all ain't never read before, but y'all still want to talk about how wrong his version of Superman was. What? And then now we're doing it with Supergirl? Now we're doing it with Supergirl. The fact that Melissa Benoist played Supergirl for 6 seasons and was true to the character, was more true to the character than the couple of 30 seconds that we had of Supergirl getting dragged by Crypto and showing up drunk and delirious. Like, I'm sorry. That, to me, that's not Supergirl, and that's not a good role model for little girls. Hey, even though you're not legal yet, because, Supergirl is supposed to be like 16, 17, 18, around that time. She's not even 20 yet. And she's going around getting drunk on her ass. And that's her first introduction to us. No. The reason, again, at least I can give credence for, like, the reason why Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow could possibly work is because you had years of Supergirl stories. But to use that as the base of your first ever Supergirl movie since the Helen Slater movie, y'all gonna make the Helen Slater movie look like an Oscar picture. Because, once again, you had a Supergirl show and you had a Supergirl movie that's more true to the character than the 30 seconds that we saw that people are trying to hype up as like, oh my God, that means Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is going to be good. No, it's not. Remember, we don't like Tom King. A lot of y'all who don't even read comic books even say y'all don't like Tom King. So how does that work in? The contradictions is crazy as hell. I don't get it. And I'm not about to sit up here and try to agree with y'all or whatever with this nonsense. Because what I'm saying is that the more y'all push this shit, the less people are going to come for it. Because I already know how this is going to turn out. It's the same shit when Disney brought Star Wars, remember? And Star Wars, it looked like Star Wars was doing great because they made some money at the box office, and then people went online and bragged and talked about if you didn't like it, you weren't a real fan or whatever and stuff like that, forgetting that a lot of us was already in the trenches a long time ago or whatever. And then guess what? Now they finally admitted after fucking over for years, they were like, well, I guess, people really don't like Star Wars like we thought. No shit, Sherlock. No shit, Sherlock. And the same thing with the DC with the DC universe is that y'all had something with the DCEU. You cut his knees off before it even got a chance to finish. Then you pushed away the fans that actually liked that shit. Now you got the little kitty fans who don't read your comic books, who don't really buy your merchandise, but will tell people several times how much they love this shit. But when it's time to support Superman, outside of this movie, crickets, right? And then the people who are the people who are hyping it up or whatever, a lot of them are getting money and merchandise and stuff from Warner Brothers themselves. Like, you know how many people open up make videos about, oh, I got this little cool box set from Warner Brothers. Thank you, WB, for the invite or whatever, or thank you to WB for this or that. Like, I see so many people online getting so many, gifts from Warner Brothers that, yeah, of course you're going to be like, I'm a fan. Yes, when you kiss ass so much online and say that this is amazing, of course they're going to gift you with gifts. Because think about it, I could easily go online and do that. I can easily go online and tell y'all right now that Superman 2025 is the best movie ever. I don't know what none of y'all are talking about. Y'all are all lying. This is the true Superman movie. And then I make several videos about how amazing it is and everything. And then I keep, saying it or whatever over time. WB will take notice of me and will give me, free merchandise to continue to promote them, especially if those videos start getting traction. You get what I'm saying? Which it seems like it's more traction to have more positive videos about Superman 2025 than anything else. Just like, honestly, right now, if I decided to do anti-Zack Snyder videos, those anti-Zack Snyder videos would skyrocket because everybody and their mama wants to hate Zack Snyder. So it would be like, it's easy to manipulate if I really want to. Like, some people want to be like, oh, because I'm saying something negative, I'm grifting. Why would I be grifting? Why would I have been grifting when I've been online for a couple of times breaking down Superman, breaking down Supergirl, breaking down these comic books that I've been reading, that I've been trying to convince you guys that Wonder Woman is a great character, even though I know a lot of y'all don't believe me because of how DC's been treating her. You get what I'm saying? Or the fact that I've gone online, I've told you about Miles Morales, I told you about how he's not a black Spider-Man, I told you like how the reason why we got all of those diversity and inclusion characters is because he was successful, because y'all made him successful. You get what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden everybody want to change their mind and be like, oh, he's a problem now. No, he wasn't a problem beforehand. You get what I mean? Like, it's easy if I really wanted to grift on something. It's really easy to do that. But I'm not going to, because I'm not going to sit up here and lie. Why would I sit up here and lie? Like, for instance, I'm probably on the wrong side of like right now, there's a whole bunch of people online telling you that Jurassic World Rebirth is hot trash, right? But I'm constantly saying, no, it's not. And I went to go watch it. I took my mom to go see it. Someone who hated the last couple of Jurassic World movies because they just didn't make no sense. Especially Dominion, when we was in that fucking mansion. Like, to me, the fact that y'all wasn't complaining about that movie, but y'all complaining about Rebirth is crazy as fuck. Or the fact that I'm telling you, like, hey, DC has such a foothold in South America because a lot of their artists come from South America anyway, that of course Brazil was going to be a large marketing for them. They'll do anything for Brazil before they do anything for the United States. Am I lying or am I lying? You get what I'm saying? Or the fact that I'm telling you, like, hey, the Supergirl CW show, even though it has its flaws, and trust me, it has its flaws, it's more true to the character than it is this Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow book that Tom King brought, and more true to the character than Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, the movie that's about to come out. Because it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want me to, I can do some reviews of Supergirl, just, give y'all some Supergirl stuff. If you need some proof, I do have a few Supergirl comic books. I don't know about the new run, but if you want me to review the new run, I can. But if you want me to do a history breakdown of Supergirl, I can, which I actually have done several breakdowns about Supergirl, I believe. When I first started this channel, I did do some stuff about Supergirl. So once again, like, the fact that I'm in the trenches, I'm willing to relearn the characters, even though even though I don't know everything about all the characters, I know a lot more than the average person who is trying to convince you that James Gunn Superman and his version of Supergirl is also good, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because they're throwing colors at you. They're similar. Like, people don't understand when they throw bright colors at you, they're trying to overstimulate you to make you ignore certain things. That's why a lot of y'all are ignoring the plot, or that's why a lot of y'all are trying to justify the plot, because it was so colorful, and then he put certain things in there that made you be like, oh, you know, with the whole saving the child, saving the squirrel, saving the woman, but is during a backdrop of colors that you won't even admit to the plot being nonsensical, because you are just so excited by the colors that you're seeing. That's how they get you. But that's not how that's not how cinema works. There's a reason why Zack Snyder had a certain color palette, because he was simulating the realistic take of camera work, of cinematography, of IMAX, of Cinemark. Like, y'all have to think about the screen, the ratio. Nobody thinks about that shit. But everybody just want bright colors. And I'm quite sure, let's be honest, if we probably reshot it, Man of Steel in colors, I think it probably would have been a little bit more received, because those colors would have got people to get a little bit more happy. Kind of like how Superman animated series is colorful to a fault. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that at all. And I think it's the same thing with Superman comic books. Superman comic books are so colorful that a lot of people kind of ignore the serious tones that they have, because it's so colorful. So if all you're seeing is colors, and if all your mind is overstimulated with color, a lot of people tend to forget about the simple things. And that's the thing. But hey, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.